Hey guys, how's it going? I'm really excited to tell you I'm sitting in the Alpina D3 Touring that I've been given very kindly by Alpina UK based up in Nottingham. I've got the car for 6 days, so yeah, lots of things planned with it, lots of videos, but I just thought I'd give you a quick video, get something up online today so you guys can sort of get a feel for what the car is all about. Picked it up last night, so I've only done a couple of hours driving in it. Didn't get much sleep last night. It's really hard to sleep when you got one of these next to your bed. I was like a kid at Christmas, waking up this morning, couldn't wait to get in and sort of have a look at it in the daylight, and yeah, it hasn't disappointed. It's such a beautiful car. This one's quite heavily optioned. We'll talk about that now. It's 49,950 base price. This one comes out at 66. It's got the upgrade 20-inch Alpina Classic wheels. Lots of sort of leather trim options in here that we'll go into more detail at another point. Things like the Alpina digital display, which is just a really cool. I thought it was a bit of a gimmick to begin with, but maybe it's just me, but it's fantastic. Measures things like G-forces, measures things like oil temperatures, water temperatures, diff temperatures. It's got a G rating on there, so you can measure your G. It tells you your boost pressures, and the most exciting thing about it is it's got a 0 to 60, 0 to 100 and quarter of a mile sort of V-box built in there. Now last night I managed to get on a de-restricted road a 0 to 60 time of 4.16 seconds. I mean, that is ludicrous for a car that can also average 50 miles to the gallon. Yeah, and in fact I did last night on the way back from London, so it's about an 18-mile journey. There wasn't much traffic, and I was cruising along 50 to 70 miles an hour, but I did do a bit of in town. I averaged 48.6 mpg. A lot of people go, oh well, mpg is not important, but that's not what you buy the car for. But I'm sorry, to have the ability and the range of a tank that does that, and yet the performance, 0 to 100 in 9.8 seconds, you can't argue with that. You really can't. Yeah, that's quite something, that gadget there. We've got the exterior folding mirrors, we've got matte aluminium exterior trim, head-up display, which I love, as you know, anthracite headlining, more of the leather, merino leather dash. These seats here, by the way, so the trim is merino leather, so it's a lovely soft leather, cashmere beige with the black lowers, really sets the interior off. We've got the limited slip diff, which is just incredible. Again, I've driven one of these without one about a year and a bit ago. Didn't think it needed one, a bit like in the M135, but just in last night's short drive, the way it dances around, the way you can feel the car predictably sort of moving around, that's that diff, and now I begin to understand why people like Chris Harris and all these good motor journalists go on about LSDs all the time, because they do make an instant difference. You do feel it, and it's just great. Yeah, it feels amazing. So then, loudspeaker system, we've got the HK sound, we've got the electric front seats with memory, professional nav, panoramic glass roof, which again on a car like this is well, I say it's a must. It's a £2,000 option, but it really does sort of set the car off, and brighten the interior even more. So it's great. It's so un-German in here compared to my two really dark interiors. Then we've got the park distance control front and rear. We've got the reverse assist camera. We have got the speed limit display. We've got lumbar support, and we've got the sun protection glass. So yeah, that brings it up to a 66 grand car. But I guess the long and short of it is, 55 grand would buy you a really nice D3 Touring with a few toys, a few must-have toys, and we can look more into that and how I'd option one if I had it. I certainly wouldn't be able to afford a 66 grand version like this, as much as I'd love one, but yeah, the basic car is, that is what you're paying for. You can't really think of this as a 60 grand 3 Series. It's not. It's so different to a 3. It's so special. If you can spend 60 grand on an M3, then you can certainly spend 60 grand on one of these. It's so unique, and they're so rare. And also, I'm sorry, but touring estate, can you buy one of them? Do BMW make one, a fast estate at the moment? Well, you can buy the 335 DX drive touring, but they don't make, you know, they don't make an M3 touring. They don't make an M5 touring anymore. So if you want a seriously rapid estate, you know, this is quite a package for £50,000. But anyway, I'll stop going on. Need to get some driving done. I've got a busy week ahead of me work-wise as well, so I'm just trying to get as much filming as I can and while I can. And then yeah, hopefully we'll get some great content. I'm going to do a couple of meets. I'm thinking maybe Saturday morning in town, like the Ace Cafe or something. We could all meet there and then do a bit of a drive out somewhere. You know, I'd love to show people around the car, take them for a quick drive, just demonstrate, you know, that this is not your normal diesel. This is a weapon. So yeah, that'd be good. And maybe sort of one evening during the week. But anyway, I'll talk about them on Instagram. We'll try and get something sorted and something fixed up. But anyway, yeah, let's go for a drive and stop talking. Cool. Right, guys, I just want to demonstrate the raw performance of this car. The capability of it is just unbelievable. We've got damp to wet tarmac outside. It's super greasy. It's 5 degrees outside, so the elements are really against us. But with the limited slip diff and the power of this car, it's unbelievable. I've just done a couple of time runs and all of them are posting 4.5, 4.6, 0 to 60 runs. To make matters even harder, we've got a full tank of diesel. I'm 95 kilos and we're going up a slight incline. Hopefully the camera picked that up. So let's engage launch control and let's go. 4.45 to 60. Incline, wet tarmac, 5 degrees. Big lump in the driver's seat and a full tank of fuel. 4.45. I mean, now do you understand why I managed to get that 4.16 last night on a flat bit of tarmac, grippy tarmac? Jesus Christ, that's unbelievable, isn't it? It's like, it's unbelievable. I'm actually in a bit of shock. Do I need to say any more about the performance of this car? I mean, are there people out there that actually doubt that a diesel can be fast? I mean, and hopefully you could see by my body language and my head movements that, you know, that this thing really pins you to the seat. You know, maybe the 0 to 60 time isn't that much quicker than the M135, but just the way it does it, it's like a constant surge of like, whew. Impressive, very, very impressive bit here. Very impressive bit here. Oh man, yeah. It would be a hard choice, you know. Like, I'm a massive petrol head. I'm a big, you know, RS4s. I've loved them for the past sort of 10, 15 years, however long they've been out. You know, I love the idea of a fast wagon. They, you know, RS6s and C and E63s, the old M5 touring. But, you know, a lot of people might discount this because it's a diesel, but honestly, don't. Go and find one and test drive one, for God's sakes. You just won't believe the power this thing gives you everywhere as well. Any gear, everywhere, and it's just gone. Whew.